Hey, this is Charles living out loud, and I am a success freak, and it's early. Well, for me, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, but long night last night, doing some work, late night work, up with the kids, so on and so forth. Kids have been sick, and I just want to stop in and do a video. Mainly, I wanted to stop in and play with my new toy. Yes, sometimes you do vlogs just to play with the things you've got. Right now, I'm on my iPad and I am hands-free. Thanks to Nolan Overton, who has graciously got me this beautiful iPad mini mount for my iPad so I could do my videos. I had requested it on my list a long time ago, and I had to say thank you. It's really cool. It mounts to, I've gotten this, well, no, it's over there. I'm not getting up. We got a little desktop style mount, one of those you can put in your pocket that will work on it just fine. And actually, you're on my desktop right now, just like you would be for the live show on Tuesday nights. And it's a much bigger mini mount. It's like a travel size Targus tripod. And then, of course, I was playing with the full size one last night because it's all about the adapter. So it's great. It stays on the iPad like a case, so it actually adds some protection and works with my smart cover and everything else, and I love it. So thank you, Nolan, for that wonderful birthday present. Of course, I had to make a video to show it off. Also, I want to talk about something I did last night to do Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University. Now, I've done it before as a member. I took the class about 8 years ago. But last night I started teaching the class for Church in the Now East. And one of the things Success Freaks is interested in is the idea of small groups, how small groups work, how other companies sell a product to bring a small group together. And I got to tell you, my partner, Armand Mon, has always had a passion for doing this home group with the Dream Hunters, the Minnesota Dream Hunters. Well, we started in Minnesota because that's where he is right now, but it's the Dream Hunters home group. And I kind of saw it, but I was never really sure how it was going to work. Except I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work. But I could get it mentally, but I couldn't quite grasp the vision. Last night, teaching the class, I did the introduction, got everybody comfortable, played the video from Dave Ramsey, which we could easily do those kind of things. And actually we do a video each week, so it could even be the video of our show. And then I was supposed to facilitate discussion, but I'm pretty sure I know at what time I started. I started at 7:05 because we're supposed to start at 7, but we're letting people come in. Everybody kind of came in a little late, maybe because it's the first night, I don't know. And because we weren't really sure how long it was going to take. It's supposed to take an hour and a half. So I no later than 7:10, I started the video of Dave Ramsey. Now I've got this big workbook that's in there. I'm not going to dig it out, but I've got this big workbook, and it goes through their stuff. It tells me what I need to add and say, and it has a section at the end. And there's this great section. There's this little 1 through 5 cards that I hand out to volunteers, and they get to ask the question and answer it themselves or wait for somebody else to answer it. And it facilitates discussion. And we had to skip that part because they also wanted me to have everybody introduce themselves for 30 seconds, which the crowd that was in that room was much like myself, is they don't do 30-second introductions. It's not, this is who I am, here's my business, come shop with me. It was, this is who I am, and here's what I got out of this video, and here's why I'm in this class. So that was important, and I let that run. But we actually ran over time. But the video, I think I started at like 10 after 7. Pretty sure the video ran to like 20 after 8, and we're supposed to be done at 8:30. We didn't start introductions till after 8:20, with 10 minutes left in the class. So there's some some balance to be found. But it's very interesting because immediately I went, that sucks that we're not getting this discussion time that looks like it's so very important with the program, because Honestly, I did it online. It's the same material. You can learn it. You can sit at home and read a book and figure this stuff out. So they stress class time, class time. Everybody needs to be together. And I saw that. Well, what's the point of getting up out of your house and coming in to the class if you're not here to talk with people? So, learning things. I'm learning things about Success Free Extreme Hunters Group and how we can run it, and have a meeting about that today. So it's interesting. It's interesting, and plus I'm learning about my speaking. I'm in such a different place in my life. When I took that class, I was making under 35. I was making under 32,000. I was filing bankruptcy, had one kid, and just having fights all the time. And I remember watching the videos, and there were times my wife and I were like, he's just an asshole, you know. And I did notice a toning down of his message, a more positive nature to his message than what I remember receiving. And I have the DVDs and the CDs, and I've listened a couple of times. I'm like, yeah, there's just times he's a jerk. But even though I've seen him get a little more positive and smooth out, I also look back and go, man, I remember watching this first video and going, that's crazy. That's insane. You know, there's no way that can happen. And then watching it now, 8 years later, going, that's exactly how it works. That's exactly what happened. I couldn't fathom my life now that I have then. So it's really cool to be able to watch that. And then watching him as he does his speaking, okay, I'm missing that in my keynote. And it's never a thing that he says. It's, oh, the delivery. Oh, look, I know as a speaker and a show host, I know that you've got this thing memorized. You've got this whole spiel memorized. But it's not a spiel. It's your passion. And it changes slightly every time you tell it, but you know the marks to hit. It's much like a very good actor. And the thing feels fresh and new every time. So I learned to go, oh, so I don't need to fight memorizing how things go. I need to make sure I hit the points, the high points, and know where those fit and exactly how to deliver them every time, but make it feel fresh and new and be excited. So I'm learning all kinds of things from the Dave Ramsey stuff. So I've been fighting a cold. And it's early enough for me. I was up till about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning this morning. So I'm going to end the video there. But thank you, Nolan, for this beautiful tripod. Amanda Stanton thanks you, because no more is it the shaky video. And on top of that, I get to use the actual appropriate high-def camera. So we're going to see how that does differently this time. So, hey, Charles McFall, I'm a success freak, and I'm living out loud. Now I'm going to try to stop this with no look stopping.